Okay, we're going to go ahead and play our first round here. Not the best hand we could see. We've only got the one removal, but we've got really all the lands we're going to need. I mean, sure, it'd be nice to get that second forest at some point or a mountain at some point, but we have the Stab Wound to take out their 3-drop or 2-drop, and if we need to, a Slum Reaper can take out their 3 or 4-drop. We'll see what comes with this. Not going to have a whole lot to say on every single turn that I take, of course. If something interesting comes up, I'll let you know what I'm thinking, but that's about it. Always nice to see your opponent play that. That card is generally a 14th pick. It's not very good. I mean, things that gain life for you, and that's all they do, don't have much value. Having said that, he'll probably win because of it. No, typically, cards such as this, that all they do is gain you life, they don't really alter the board state at all. Don't have much value. So when you see your opponent play something like that, you get a little confident. So, all right, great draw right there. We'll go ahead and drop that, and of course, unleash. One thing to take note of, so even if you were even consider not unleashing this for some reason, taking note that he's in white-blue, he's probably going to be sitting on flyers, and you're probably not going to do much there anyway. So, all right, so he's got the old 2/2 out there. Now, this may seem petty. This may seem very, very minuscule. But what would you rather do? Use your Stab Wound on this, or would you rather have him block and you just not deal 3 damage? You'd rather have him block and you just not deal 3 damage. So, since there's nothing that he can have for a blue that would pump this or do anything like that that would scare you from attacking, go ahead and attack first. Give him the opportunity. You never know when you're playing against a bad player, might just do that. Now, here we have a choice. Do we use Slum Reaper to take him out, or do we use the Stab Wound? I'm a believer in, here is a spot where we're going to go ahead and use the Slum Reaper, and then we have the choice of, do we get rid of the Dead Reveler, or do we get rid of the Slum Reaper? I feel like the answer here is the Slum Reaper, because the 4 on the back end is going to allow him to get through some things that otherwise he may not. I'm not really worried about the 1 extra point of damage on the front end when his back end is a 2 instead of a 4. So there, that was 4 mana to kill his creature. Pretty worthwhile. Now, what's the difference there if that costs 2 mana or 4 mana to cast? The answer is nothing in that spot. Alright. Now, he's playing white-blue. He has 4 mana untapped. He drops something on turn 2. He drops something on turn 3. What are the chances that he does not have something to play on turn 4 when he's got all the correct mana that he could use? The answer is not very good. So there's 2 possibilities that you have to consider here. One is the 2/4 flash with Vigilance. The other is the Eyes in the Sky. Now, if he plays Eyes in the Sky here, and blocks one of your 3/4 with one of his 1/1s. Okay, who cares? Nobody, you don't care. The other possibility is he drops the 2/4 and blocks. Okay, your guy can't block his 2/4 anyway. So either way here, you still want to attack. Just be aware that that's coming, or at least possibly coming. That's very atypical. It actually lends towards the possibility that he's going to play Eyes in the Sky here at the end of turn. Nope. So I don't really know what to make of that. I'm not sure if he's just holding a bunch of things that cost 5. Okay. Apparently he's holding a bunch of green cards. Or a bunch of things that cost a lot. Now here there's nothing that flashes for 5 that didn't already flash for 4. So I'm not really worried about that at all. Now he may be looking to counter. And if he is, then congratulations, you're going to counter this. It's not something I need to protect. It's not a bomb rare that I'm really that worried about protecting. Plus, unless he syncopates it, now it's going to be in my graveyard, and I have the scavenge ability on it. So it's a 1-for-1 trade, except I still have this ability. Congratulations to him on gaining that 1 life. I'll take 3 +1/+1 counters in exchange for him gaining 1 life most days of the week. Now, also, bear in mind, he's playing light blue, so there's a lot of bounce that he could have there, but not going to let that hold me back. That might hold me back. Actually, here, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this mainly because I want to get as much damage across as I possibly can. With double stab wound, there's going to come a point where he's going to consider actually playing a creature. And when he does, we're going to be able to stab wound it. Hopefully it's big enough to take a stab wound and keep on ticking. And if it is big enough to withstand a stab wound, and that 2 a turn is going to hopefully get the job done for us. I'm not really worried about this. This is a little bizarre. I mean, he has things that cost 6. I mean, anything that costs 6, and he has to play a land every turn, where in turn, this is now turn 8, he's only played 6 lands. I'm wondering if maybe he's holding a Supreme Verdict, and he's trying to get the most out of it that he can. Not realizing that this board's really not going anywhere at the moment. Hey, it's a creature. Will this little guy be enough to get him to go with the Supreme Verdict if he has it? Is he considering countering? It almost feels like he's holding that counter that gains him 5 life. We do know he likes gaining life. So let's kind of keep that in mind as a possibility later. At this point, I don't mind just trading 1 damage a turn for a little while. Remember, our hand has not been that strong. I mean, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spells and 8 lands. Kind of reverse of the ratio that we should be looking at.